Dry even made a joke about grooming his audience live during a stream.
On the clock. We're chilling and grooving. We're chilling and grooving. We're chilling and grooving. Grooving.
Seriously, what kind of person are you?
This is a real claim being thrown around. Jay claims throughout one of my live streams that I've said the quote, "We're chilling and grooming." Not grooving, but grooming. Which, for anybody who has watched at least 1, 2, or 3 live streams of mine, I know that a sentence that I always say and frequently say in almost every live stream is that we are blank and grooving, not we're chilling and grooming. Which Jay mishears clearly for instead of chilling and grooving to chilling and grooming. This is completely just Jay mishearing what I said and also not knowing how I am as a person, literally at all. Which Jay himself even mentions in a comment saying, "I don't watch Dry's live streams, so I don't know the culture or humor." If you don't know how I am as a person, or my culture, or the humor, then why would you mishear something and then claim it to be something else? Since once again, on streams, I'm always saying dumb catchphrases. We're zooming and grooving, we're chilling and grooving, we're grooving and zooming. So Jay mishearing my grooving as grooming is a mistake and a lack of research on his end. You can also even find the top comment on one of my videos stating this, which also has the most likes on the video currently, which shows that there are that amount of people who watch my streams are able to back that up. If you still hear grooming out of this sentence of mine, then I really can't change your mind. I really can't. But if you've watched at least 1, 2, or 3 of my live streams, you will know that I'm always saying dumb catchphrases, and one of them is zooming and grooving. Zooming and grooving, chilling and grooving, not grooming. The next claim Jay makes is that I have leaked cheats for Garden Warfare 2, specifically the mods titled Skid Be Gone, Round Ender, and Buff Hacks. Jay himself is a very, very confident person in himself that I was the leaker of these mods. Which here is his evidence. His evidence is showcasing someone stating, "Drybones shared me the mods. Drybones shared me the mods." There is no screenshot of me doing this. There is no video evidence of me doing this. It is just the sentence, "Drybones did it, Drybones sent me the mods." Do you know how easy that is to just flat out do to anybody? This is like a 9-year-old breaking a vase and then telling his mother that his brother did it. Which then most likely leads the mom to believe that rather than the person who actually broke the vase. Do you hear how stupid this sounds when it's put this way? All was said was that Drybones did it. That was all that was said. There is not a single photo, video, GIF. There is nothing of me and my account of sharing any of these dangerous Garden Warfare 2 cheats. The person who started all this Drybones did it was somebody named Zapzeus. Zapzeus stated that I shared him the mod, with no evidence by the way, which all this occurred in the year 2022. And of course, every single person believed it. And fast forward 2 years later, aka 2024, I messaged Zap myself and I asked him if I was the real leaker of these mods, which he himself stated, "Somebody was probably impersonating you then." I asked him if he had a screenshot of that convo or of anything of me supposedly leaking these mods. But Zap himself states that he has 0 proof of this happening. So with there being 0 photo evidence, 0 video evidence that I've shared these powerful mods, and the person who started the claim himself stating that it could have been an impersonator, why are we still blaming me for this? Why am I still being blamed for this? Though some of you may be asking, why are you being framed in the first place, Dry? The reason for this would be these mods were very powerful and they were only shared to a limited amount of people. And throughout these limited amount of people, I was the most popular person to have these mods. I was very open that I had these powerful mods. I told many people I had these powerful mods. Mind you, I was a 14, 15-year-old teenager. So with that in mind, it made it a very easy target to just point the blame on me, which clearly it worked. Since this guy had zero evidence, zero anything, zero videos that I shared these mods, except all he said was that Drybones did it. And yet, everybody fell for it. They do have one more claim towards this, and that would be a YouTube comment that I left. On one of my videos, Zap said, "Thanks for the mods." And I jokingly and cockily said, "Yup, no problem." And of course, at face value, it very much looks like, well, Dry, that's the evidence you did it. You're literally stating, no problem. And that is very correct, and you have every right to believe that. But I was simply just mindlessly playing along with this situation, jokingly replying to these comments. That is my main way of replying towards hate comments. And any active viewers of my channel know that I don't delete hate comments, but rather I reply to them in very snarky ways. Is that the correct thing to do? Of course not. Just delete the comment and move right along. Did I do that? No, I didn't. What did I do instead? Leave snarky comments. So with that in mind, it really just leaves us with a he said, she said type argument. Since there is zero evidence that I've done it besides these snarky comments, which of course you could believe, but once again, there is zero evidence besides this snarky comment of mine. Jay has also thrown around very strong claims in his video. The claim Jay threw around was that the user, Exotic Arrow, and I, when we were the age of 15, 3 years ago, have exchanged noodles with each other. I'm not going to say the real word, but I think me saying noodles shows what word that is. Due to this very strong claim being thrown around, Exotic Arrow himself ended up contacting Jay, telling him that this wasn't true in the literal slightest, which resulted Jay deleting the exposed video and uploading a new video with that part edited out. So with that in mind, you may be thinking, well, that's good. He deleted the segment and now it's gone. But do you know what that shows? Jay had a very strong false claim in his video stating that two 15-year-olds at the time were exchanging noodles, put it in his video with zero evidence whatsoever, and couldn't even be bothered to message either me or Exotic Arrow if it was true or not. Jay himself even states that he's been working on this video for multiple months. In those multiple months, you couldn't spend 4 minutes, 3 minutes, even 10 minutes sending a message to Exotic and I, at least asking if this noodles claim was true, but instead you threw it in your video with zero evidence whatsoever, and you only deleted it from the video since Exotic told you himself that it wasn't true. Now that is just peak comedy, dude. Holy hell. Throughout Jay's document, he writes the following. Dry is a known garden warfare YouTuber. Despite his popular presence online, he's banned from many corners of the PvZ community for actions that he refuses to take accountability for, and has attempted to sweep under the rug many times. The first thing I noticed here was the word popular. Jay, I have 11,000 subs. You have 20,000 subs. I think my 9-year-old cousin is able to determine who's more popular. So I get your facts straight, while also stating that I attempted to sweep my actions under the rug many times, which is just already false. I have written an entire response document, which is 50 plus pages, towards my past actions I've done when I was the age of 13 through 15 years old. And it is available right on my Discord server in its own separate channel. So right as you're verified, it's one of the highlighted channels with a big fat emoji stating allegations info. If I was attempting to sweep my actions under the rug, why would I display my disgusting past actions right for my fans to view? Clicking on that channel in my server leads you right here, stating all the actions happened when I was the age of 13 through 15, and I wrote this defense in the year of 2024 when I was 17, and I am now 18 years old, and an adult. And inside this document explains literally everything I've done while responding to every situation in detail. So I don't know his meaning of sweeping under the rug and refusing to take accountability, since if you read this 50-page document, which not many people want to, but if you read this 50-page document, you'll see that I explain every situation. I go over what I did wrong, and I go over my actions and why they were wrong. Jay also mentions, not to mention, that he consistently makes jokes about his situation and the accusation. So it's clear he isn't sincere about anything. Jay states this. He states I'm constantly making jokes about the situation and my actions. But where is your proof? Where is your photo evidence? Where is your video evidence? Where is your screenshot evidence? This is just another claim being thrown with no evidence, no pictures, no anything. A very common theme here, huh? Jay also states that Dry continues to parade about what he's done. There is some context throughout this one. Finally, a YouTuber Official Mind Gabe joined my Discord server under an alternative account after his main account was banned to ask me questions in regards of my past drama, when once again there is an allegations info channel right on my Discord server. Jay provided some screenshots of me and Gabe's conversation, but he didn't include every screenshot. This is what Jay included. And here was the entire convo. And matter of fact, this is Gabe and I's DMs after the conversation, which of course Jay left out during his document. So, a good job, Jay. You didn't cite all your sources once again. Encore, encore. And if Jay is really going on board saying counting to parade about what I've done, then how is one of your friends joining on an alternative account after his main account is banned, asking very specific questions to me, which I wasn't talking about and I'm not talking about or bringing back up, parading around to what I've done? I don't know, man. I really don't. These are the main topics I wanted to cover on this YouTuber's video. There are many more topics he talked about in his video, such as 3 to 4 years ago, when I was the age of 13 and 15, stating horny things and manipulating and just flat out not being a very great person. I'm not covering these topics in this video since all these topics are old news. I have already explained in full detail every single one of these topics throughout my Google document, where I state everything I've done wrong, why I'm wrong, taking accountability, and explaining every situation in full detail. So why does Jay bring up all these topics even though I've explained it in my Google document of responding? I don't know. I will link my response document in a pinned comment and in the description. Since once again, since I have to state it so many times, I go over every single topic he's mentioned in the video in full detail, while taking full accountability of my actions and stating how I was wrong in each and every situation when I was the age of 13 and 15. And I am now an 18-year-old adult who is disgusted in how I was as a 13 through 15-year-old teenager. And if you want to come in my comments and say, I don't want to read your 50-page document, then that's great, man. That's great to hear. So don't go around stating any claims then if you don't want to read my document. Some people are just really sad, man.